Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming back at you guys with another video, and today it's all about my favorite non-scale victory. If you want to know what are my favorite non-scale victories since losing 160 pounds, then keep on watching. But before we get on with the video, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below. So without further ado, let's get on with the video, guys.
Boy, now you make me float. Boy, really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on.
Hey guys, what is up? I hope all is well. Today is going to be a VSG video, and it's going to be my favorite non-scale victory since losing 160 pounds. And I've been maintaining this weight since December of 2023. I'm gonna give you guys weight loss stats, but before I go and give you guys weight loss stats, I want to show you guys a before and after picture of me. So this is me at my heaviest, weighing in at 297 pounds. So that's me right here. And then this is me currently today. And I fluctuate in my weight between 134 pounds to 138 pounds. So this is me currently. So yeah, like I just can't believe it's been 2 years since I had my VSG surgery. And honestly, VSG definitely changed my whole life. The way that I look at food, the way that I look at health and nutrition, the way that I take care of myself, mind, body, and spirit. VSG started it all for me. Just taking that leap of faith and believing in God. I'm here today sharing my journey with you guys, sharing my testimony and sharing my success story, because honestly, me currently right now, and for me being 2 years out, I'm able to show you guys that yeah, it's possible. You guys can lose the weight, as long as you follow your doctor's instructions, as long as you really want to live a better and healthier life. It's possible. It is so possible, guys. So let's talk weight loss stats, okay? So my highest weight was 297 pounds. I was almost hitting 300 pounds. My surgery date was July 20th of 2022. Total weight after surgery is 160 pounds. This is my monthly weigh-in from the time that I was really, documenting my weight loss. So it's here in the screen. If you want to take a longer look, you could check it out in my description box so you guys can have an idea of how much I was losing monthly. I definitely stopped recording my weight monthly in September of 2023, but I reached 136 pounds in December of 2023, and I've been maintaining my weight for the past, I would say, 7 months. December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Oh my gosh, not 6 months, guys. It's been 10 months. I just can't believe it. Wow. So I haven't gained weight. I haven't lost weight. I've been fluctuating my weight from 134 pounds to 138 pounds. I always say 136 because I feel like it's a happy medium. So sizing, I am a small. My jean size is a size 27, so I am a size 4. Some jeans I could fit a size 6, but majority of the time I am a size 4. I'm 5'2", just so you guys know. Now that we got all of that weight loss situation going on, so you guys know where I am with my weight, talk about my favorite non-scale victory since losing 160 pounds. Now, I did a video like this a few months back. I will leave it in the screen, or it will be linked in the description box down below if you guys want to check it out right after seeing this video. I haven't really went back to that video, so maybe some of the things that I've mentioned in today's video is also in that video, and maybe I have some new non-scale victories to share, but this is just something overall since losing the weight that are non-scale victories for me. So the first non-scale victory I want to mention is having a seat. Sitting down for me as a bigger person was so stressful for me because I was always worried about, can I fit in the chair? Am I gonna break it? I always had anxiety about breaking chairs. Thank God that never happened at my biggest, breaking a chair, but that was always like anxiety for me in the back of my head of me breaking a chair. Sometimes I would look at a chair and be like, okay, that looks a little flimsy. I'm not even gonna try to sit in it. You know, like stuff like that. Like it was just the anxiety of it all. Having that freeness of me not worrying about breaking chairs or am I gonna fit the chair or actually feeling small in the chair, like actually fit and have room in a chair. I was doing a trip, my last trip, and something that occurred to me, because sometimes I'm still in awe of how small I am. So I was doing a trip, because I'm a flight attendant, for those who don't know. I already did all my service. I did everything I was supposed to do. Went to the front of the plane with my flying partner, and she was done with all she had to do as well. And she was sitting down in the jump seat. And she was just like, oh, come sit next to me. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna fit. And she was like, of course you're gonna fit. So me and her were sharing a chair together. And I couldn't believe that me and her could fit a chair together. And I was just like, wow, like this is something that I could have never even possibly think about, me sharing one single chair with somebody. So that was like literally mind blown to me sharing a chair with somebody, or for her to invite me to sit next to her or share a chair. That would never happen to me at my largest. So that was a non-scale victory for me. Also, being able to sit comfortably in a chair. I was never really comfortable in a chair, but now that I lost so much weight, I'm so comfortable. There's so much room, you know, I don't need to squeeze into anything. So that's a non-scale victory for me. Another non-scale victory is me in public transportation. Honestly, me being able to sit in the middle of people is crazy. That's something that is like a non-scale victory for me, because now I could sit down and not having that anxiety of making people uncomfortable, whether I'm touching them or squeezing in, or you know what I mean, maybe I can't fit in the middle. It's just a lot. Another non-scale victory for me is taking long walks. At my largest, I'll be lucky if I walk 6 blocks. 6 long New York blocks. Okay, without having back pains, without having leg pains, without me wheezing and being out of breath. Now I could walk for hours. The longest I ever walked was 6 miles. I'm trying to shoot for 10 miles, but the longest I ever walked without stopping, without taking any breaks, was 6 miles. I could have never done that at all. If I had to walk somewhere, it was torture for me, honestly. So for me to do that now, I feel like that's one of my favorite non-scale victories, because I love to walk. Like, I like thinking back to how I used to be. I would never thought I would love to walk, because I used to hate it. I used to hate walking. If I knew I was gonna walk for a long period of time, I wouldn't even gone out. I'm like, oh, we're gonna walk? Okay, I'm just gonna stay home. So that's one thing, is me walking for a long period of time. I love going to amusement parks. I really do. But at my largest, it was pretty hard for me to go because of walking and the rides. Sometimes I didn't fit the rides, or I would just barely make it. And I didn't feel safe doing the rides, you know what I mean? I really did it because I didn't feel secure strapped in as well. So for me to sit and be able to do any rides that I want without having anxiety about whether I'm gonna fit or not, it's just like amazing, because your girl loves roller coasters. I love fast rides. I love it. I love it all. Like, I'm just that type of girl. So for me to be able to do it freely and do something that I love and not be able to second guess whether or not I'm gonna fit in that ride or not, and not having any embarrassment because I can't fit in it, is amazing. Like, I could pretty much do any ride I want, you know? So that's a plus. I didn't realize I avoided so many things because of my weight, and I limit my life because I was worried about my weight. I didn't travel much because of my weight, because I was so insecure with my body. For me to ask for a seatbelt extender, it was always embarrassing for me anyways. Now I don't need a seatbelt extender, to a point where now I'm a flight attendant, travel all the time, and I'm just living life to its fullest. And the one thing about weight for me anyways, and I can only speak for myself because everybody deals with weight differently or deals with their weight differently, right? For me, I really delayed my life because of my weight. Everything was, I'm not going to do this until I lose weight. I'm not going to do this because I am big. When I'm smaller, I could do this. I delayed my life, and that's something that I wish I told myself at my biggest, like, Sophie, do not delay life, just live it. But that was me at the time. And because of my weight, I didn't do a lot of things. And I'm kind of right now making up for lost times of me just limiting myself because of my weight. I regret it so much. Like, guys, you could have a weight loss journey and still keep living your life. That's the biggest advice that I would give anybody who is thinking about having VSG or is in a weight loss journey. Whatever the case may be with your weight, do not limit yourself because of your weight. Still experience your life and live. And that's one of my biggest regrets, because I feel like I'm like experiencing life for the first time right now because I really, delayed my experiences, honestly. Like I said, just keep living. No matter what your weight is, just keep on living. Another non-scale victory for me is my skin. Okay, my skin haven't looked this good in so long. When I was at my largest, I had super hyperpigmentation on my skin in my chin area. I had hyperpigmentation on my neck, behind my neck. I break out easily, and I still do. I still get hormonal breakouts, but it's not to the extent of how it was when I was at my largest. Not only that, but like at my biggest, my sleeping schedule or sleeping routine, it was terrible because I couldn't breathe that well. So I wasn't sleeping as much or having good night's rest as much. So it really played a part in my skin. My skin really was going through it because of my poor, unhealthy eating habits, sleeping habits, and everything like that. Hyperpigmentation has gotten less. Like, honestly, my chin area gotten so much better. There's still improvements that I need to make, obviously, but my skin has been so good. Not only that, but the hyperpigmentation on my neck is completely gone. I do not have any darkness in my neck at all. I wear less makeup now. I do not wear foundation anymore because of my skin has been improving. I've been doing less makeup, and honestly, I don't really want to put a lot of makeup on my face. I feel like this is just good enough for me. I noticed that in my biggest, like, I was hiding, and I hide myself with makeup and hair because that was the only thing that didn't have a size. Hair and makeup, like clothes had a size. Clothes stressed me out. I wasn't really buying a lot of clothes like that. Fashion stressed me out, you know what I mean? Because I was just never happy with my body. But with makeup and hair, I had a lot of control with that. So I experimented a lot with makeup and hair. I am a makeup artist. I will never not love makeup. I love makeup. I'm a makeup girl. But my makeup application on myself definitely have changed. The way that I look at beauty definitely have changed as well. I am more of a simple girl, and I love it. My hormones is a little bit regulated. I still have moments, right, as women, but I feel like I'm happier now. I felt like when I was bigger, I was moody. And before, I never really thought about it. Family members, like my sisters, my mom, my dad, they know me the most, right? They know me, they said that I'm like nicer now. How could that be? How can I be nicer? They were telling me that. I had to like look back and really think about it. I'm like, yeah, like I was really miserable at my biggest. I was very miserable. I didn't love myself. I was always in pain. I didn't feel good physically, mentally. So yeah, I was moody. Of course I was moody. Now that I feel good about myself, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, that plays a part in how I interact with people and how I look at the world. Right now, I'm chill, I'm cool, very patient now. I felt like maybe when I was bigger, I wasn't as patient. Like not that I had a temper, I would get frustrated a lot. It's because like I was in pain. Like I didn't feel good. And I didn't realize I was doing it too. It's just like people around me was like, is Sophie gonna lose her cool? Is she gonna lose her shit? Like, I don't know. Oh my God, is she gonna get upset? You know, I remember people would be like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, nothing is wrong with me. And my face would walk around with it. Like I used to walk around like this all the time. Like I was just so, and everyone was like, why are you angry? I'm not angry. Why do I keep saying I'm angry? But looking back at it is because my back hurt. Like I was in pain. Like, of course. So if I'm physically in pain, like you think I'm gonna be like, I'm in pain, guys. No, I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? So, and it's not like I'm actively telling people I'm hurting, guys. I hurt. Like my back is hurting. No, I'm not saying that. A non-scale victory for me is that I'm happier and I'm more chilled because I feel good about myself. I feel good internally. The non-scale victory is that my period has been coming on time. I haven't had my period come on time since I don't even remember. It's been very long. Could never track my period at all. It was just so random. It comes in. Sometimes I would miss my period for the month. It was just like so weird. But now like my period comes on time every month. And yeah, like my hormones are regulated for the most part. So another non-scale victory is wearing a strapless bra. When I was bigger, I could never wear a strapless bra at all. And I used to be envious of girls that used to wear strapless bra. And I was like, I wish I could do it. I wish I could wear strapless bra. Now I can. Like, that's all I wear. Like, all summer long, I was wearing off-the-shoulder stuff. Right now, I'm wearing a strapless bra right now. So that's one of my favorite non-scale victories, wearing a strapless bra. Another non-scale victory for me is taking pictures. If you go on my Instagram and you scroll all the way down, down. At my biggest, I used to take a lot of face pictures because honestly, that's the only thing that made me happy was my face. Honestly, like I used to like do really dope makeup looks. Like, you know, my makeup used to be fire. Like what I used to do, I used to express myself with makeup all the time and did some really cool makeup looks. And my hair used to be really big. Like, you know, like that was my thing. I thought the bigger the hair, the smaller I look, or the smaller that my face would look. Yo, I look like a lion, girl. The big hair, I used to take a lot of face pictures. I would never take body pictures. When people would take pictures of me, I'm like, hey, can you take it from like here? Like that was it, like never down. Now I take full body pictures, full length pictures, and I'm the first to be like, hey, can you take a picture? Can you capture the moment? And it's very liberating too, because when I used to take pictures, I had to be in the mood. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, you can skip me out. Oh, don't take a picture of me. Now that I'm at my smallest and I'm very confident with myself, now somebody could take a picture of me and I'll be like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? There's no anxiety in it. Now I'm just like, somebody taking a picture of me and just not having anxiety of how it will come out, how it will look like. That's just like the biggest non-scale victory for me, because I always had anxiety. It was to a point like, just don't take a picture of me, or I would have to look like delete it. You know, now I'm just like, okay, that's me. Like, I'm okay with it. Another non-scale victory is crossing my legs. Girl, I cross my legs all the time. Like, I couldn't even cross my legs at my biggest, okay? It was just not happening at all. I got my legs crossed. I have my legs crossed, okay? When I'm sitting down, 98% of the time my legs are crossed. Another non-scale victory for me is putting my legs up, like, let me show you. Like sitting like this. Like I'll sit like this in a chair and be comfortable. Like I could just sit like this and not feel pain. Let me show you. Look at that. Who would have thought? Who would have thought I could do this? Not I. Like little simple things like this I couldn't even do, now I could do. Another non-scale victory is wearing leggings and jeans without having holes in the inner thighs. Me, when I wear leggings or jeans, because of my legs, it would chafe, I hope I'm saying it right, like rub together. Over time my jeans would rip, and then I would have to get new jeans or leggings. You know, I would go through leggings like crazy when I was big. I'll be lucky if my leggings will last 2 months, honestly. Yeah, for me to not have to worry about stuff like that anymore, A, saves money for me, and B, it just makes me feel good because I don't need to see holes. Like, honestly, that really irked me. It's like my favorite jeans in the world and I can't wear anymore because it has like a big hole in it. Like the leggings that I have on now, I bought them in the beginning of the year, like January, the leggings that I have on right now, and girl, they're still good today. Like, you know, it looks good, it looks like new. There's no holes in my leggings, like, and that's one of my biggest non-scale victory. Another non-scale victory I want to mention too is my bra. Like, I feel like when I was at my biggest, like my breast was so heavy that when I used to wear bras, like it used to like literally dig. Like the straps of my bras used to dig into my skin. That's how heavy my breast was. My back was hurting because I had heavy breasts. And because of how heavy my breasts were, my bras never last at all. I used to buy bras every three months, just about 3-4 months, because it used to like starts to wear out and it didn't hold me anymore. It was just like worn out so fast, my bra, and I used to have to throw them out and get new bras. For me, like I spend a lot of money on my bras because I'm such a heavy chest girl. I mean, now, I don't know, like it looks like I have no more breasts anymore. Yeah, at the time I was like a J cup size, a G, like literally I was big. So, you know, for me to have to go and buy bras every 3 to 4 months, it really took a toll on my wallet because I was going to Nordstrom buying my bras. Like I had to order my bras because they didn't have it in stores. Like, you know what I mean? And my bras used to be like, you know, $80 and plus. So me buying 2 or 3 bras every 3 to 4 months, that was crazy to me. Now, like my bras, I have bras for months and it still fits. It holds me up still. Honestly, I feel like they're too big for me now and I have to get resized, which I'll definitely do, hopefully pretty soon. I've been kind of like delaying it, and I don't have any back pains because of my breasts. I used to have a lot of back pains and I don't anymore, and that's the biggest non-scale victory, is that my boobs got smaller. And I used to hate my boobs because I felt like my boobs were just too big. It was just like bound, like it was just there, you know? And I felt like when I would meet people, they were like, damn, like your boobs are just huge, like, you know, it was bigger than my head. And now my breast went down. I remember when I was going through thinking about having VSG, I was like, maybe I should have a breast reduction, then have VSG. Maybe if I had a breast reduction, you know, I would look smaller. But honestly, I'm just happy that I decided to have VSG because as I was losing weight, my breasts gotten smaller. And now I know that weight gain definitely goes into your breasts, obviously. But yeah, I literally lost a lot of weight in my breasts. Like I carried a lot of weight in my breast area. Like I gained weight all over my body, arms, legs, stomach, whatever, but I carried a lot of weight in my breast. Like literally I did. So that was a non-scale victory, is that my breast got smaller for sure. Another non-scale victory for me is tying my shoelace. Like I could never tie my shoelace. It was just too much for me. My niece used to like tie a shoelace for me. I'm like, hey, can you tie my shoelace for me? For me, like bending down was just such a hassle for me and I just couldn't do it. So now I could just tie my shoelace with no problem. I have so much movement now and I just didn't have that at my largest. And not only that, but another thing that's a non-scale victory that's tied to tying my shoes, right, is painting my toenails. I could never ever painted my toenails at all. It was just such a huge hassle for me. Now I could just paint my toes. I saved a lot of money losing weight in terms of maintenance. Doing my own pedicure at home definitely saved a lot of money for me because I just couldn't do it before. Now I could do it no problem. And I'm like looking at my toes right now. I'm like, I did it. I couldn't do it before because it was just too hard for me, like my boobs and my back, and it was just a lot, you know? But now I could just do it with no pain, no restriction. And last but not least, One of my favorite non-scale victory is trying on clothes or buying clothes without trying them on. When I used to be at my biggest, I had to try on clothes. The confidence level in an outfit, like, okay, will that work for me? I don't feel good in it. Like, does it show my back rolls? It was just a lot with buying clothes, and I didn't really buy a lot of them. And if I did buy something, and it worked out for me, then I would buy 10 of them because it just like that style, that cut works well with me. And I'll buy 10 of them in different colors. I'm still like that in a sense, but at my biggest, I was like that. Like I did not want to experiment with anything. If something worked for me, then it is what it is. I had to try on something before I buy it, and I have to make sure I really like it before I leave with it at the store or purchase anything. Now with shopping, yeah, I still have to try on clothes, of course, obviously, but my confidence level is better. Like, you know, I feel like I could wear not almost anything. I'm not in that place yet to wear almost anything. I'm still a little conservative when it comes to my clothes, but in casual, I'm like very casual with my clothes as well. I want to be comfortable, but I feel less stressed when buying clothes. I'm a small, so I know that the small is gonna fit me. I know that when I go into a store that they will have my size. Like there's very seldom that I will find something and didn't have my size, or I will leave with something. At my biggest, it was just like if they didn't have a plus size, then I can't shop in the store. You know, when I used to go out shopping with my sisters, like there was just so many places that I just couldn't go to, or I know that they didn't have my size, like Zara. Like I could never shop at Zara. Now I can. Aritzia, I could never shop at Aritzia. Now I can. Now because I lost a little weight, I could invest in my clothing a little bit more. Before I just couldn't really do it, you know, because I didn't have the option to buy really good quality clothes. So that's pretty much it, guys. These are like my favorite non-scale victories since losing 160 pounds. Maybe you guys have some non-scale victory and I'm like, oh my god, yes girl, like that same, you know. I want us to, you know, communicate and share our non-scale victories with each other because losing weight is such a huge accomplishment, and having non-scale victory definitely keeps you going for sure, because I know it kept me going. Like, you know, every time I experience a new non-scale victory, I was just like, wow, like I gotta keep going. I wonder what else I could experience. So let me know, what are some of your non-scale victories? I really would love to hear them in the comments down below. And guys, I will see you guys in a few days with another video. Bye guys.